How about teens who are going for vaping more likely to smoke cigarettes a little bit later? I want to bring on Dr. Rosemary Bates, specializing in internal medicine. Doctor, good morning.
Hey, good morning to you.
Thanks for being on the show. So teens who start vaping are nearly 3 times more likely to go on to smoke cigarettes than their peers who don't use any type of tobacco product. That's according to a new study. Is that alarming to you? Because I thought the whole premise behind vaping was to keep kids away from smoking cigarettes.
So, yes, as you say, it's very, very alarming. Just like you say, studied out, and honestly, not that surprising. But kids that start vaping are much more likely, like you say, 3 times likely to end up smoking, and 4 times more likely to try it than if they don't do anything. And I think the terrible and sad conundrum of this is that, like you say, it may be something that adults already smoking. There is a small percentage that vaping will give up. But what it's actually what vaping is doing, is introducing this whole new generation of people that are getting hooked on nicotine. Because it's especially prevalent starting smoking in low-risk kids that would otherwise they would never smoke. So, huge problem. 3 million high school and middle school students tried e-cigarettes or were smoking e-cigarettes in 2018. So, yeah, massive problem, actually, is starting smoking, is this vaping.
So I guess we could sit here and say that, I take a look at when we talk about the heroin addiction in society, doctor, how that started. And that started when, people were getting addicted to prescription pain pills. All of a sudden, there's a crackdown on that. They can't get their hands on that. And heroin was the next step in the process. Is this kind of the same thing playing out here? The vaping, the nicotine, and all of a sudden the next step in the process is going on to cigarette smoking. So in other words, as soon as you think you've got one issue solved or maybe one issue addressed, it just opens up a whole nother realm of other issues.
So, yeah, and a couple of points. As you said about addiction, another thing to know is we've got these things now called Juuls. That's sort of another elaborate e-cig. It's all this e-cig. In some of those Juuls, there's 20 times the amount of nicotine in one Juul pod as one cigarette. So, if we know nicotine is addictive, it increases your adrenaline, it increases your risk of a heart attack, and essentially we're making them even more addicted. And the other thing I think to note when you say this is, with the flavor, the less smell, we've actually destigmatized it somewhat. So it doesn't seem as bad to pick up one of these things. Again, it doesn't make your clothes smell, the breath smell. It's added flavors with marketing to kids. So in some ways, I think it's much worse than all of these things, because we've sort of got it under this guise of being, hey, it's harmless, we've got these flavors, whereas in fact it's very, very toxic. And again, it's then getting people addicted to nicotine, a drug, in a very, it's destigmatizing doing that. So it's more, fly, it's sort of fly.
Talking to Dr. Rosemary Bates, you brought up the nicotine angle. That's where I was going to go next. All this time is spent on all these drug problems in America. Opioids, it's a crisis. Heroin, it's a crisis. Used to be cocaine. Nicotine's kind of flying under the radar, isn't it? But it's a major problem in our society.
So it is a problem. It is a problem because we know, even though they use some what they call an e-juice, and so it doesn't actually burn nicotine, but we still know, we absolutely know categorically, nicotine, when vaporizing is taken in, it's still very bad for you. It does a lot of damage to the lungs. It's cancer. It's extremely addictive. And again, it increases your blood pressure, it spikes adrenaline, it increases your risk of a heart attack. And then, in addition, again, going sort of more back to the e-cigs and the vaping, if you will, the vaporizing, is many toxins in that we know of, just the ones that we know of. Lead, doing antifreeze, chemicals that are sort of in antifreeze. Many things that we know about. And like you say, nicotine is extremely addictive. And in one of these Juul pods, which again is not really stigmatized, it's been marketed to you, right? It smells good, it tastes good. I mean, very childish flavors, actually, and sweet flavors. And again, it's really addictive, and there's 20 times as much nicotine in one of these Juul pods as there is in a cigarette. That's a big.
Is it ever, and this is kind of a question that's outside the box, but do you ever sit back and does it amaze you, Doctor, at how many companies out there market things or create things to take advantage of human weakness? I mean, whether it's food companies adding sugar or whatever, it's these companies coming up with Juuls. It's like there's always somebody out there trying to figure out how can we take advantage of the lack of willpower and discipline in human beings to make millions. And they're making millions.
And there's no question, is that the truth? I mean, because you could say, and whether you want to go, and again, way beyond the scope of it, but whether it's pornography, whatever it is, I mean, it is about supply and demand. And so, you're always going to get demand, like you said, especially when you play on those addictive things. And therefore, what are you going to get? Supply it. And absolutely. I mean, it's business, right? I mean, that is true capitalism. But again, when you pray, I think something, I'm almost saying it's smiling, but not. It's one thing with a doll, it's not easy. It isn't easy, about food and adding more fat, adding more sugars and those things. It isn't easy. But it is especially easy when you appeal to children. And again, it's actually quite safe flavors. I was looking at some of the stuff like waffle and ice cream flavors. So that I would say that was very, very, very specific to children. It's almost like making candy drugs. Drugs that actually look like candy.
Right.
It's manipulative, and it's very, very serious.
Yes, Doctor, appreciate your time. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
All right. That's Dr. Rosemary Bates, specializing in internal medicine.